Welcome to Spiritual Rebirth Tarot. I'm Madelyn, your tarot reader and energy healer. So nice to have you here for the reading, Cancer, for the month of May 2021. So hopefully this will resonate for you, and we will start with a card from the Divine Animals Oracle, and we'll do a little reading in the book. And then we'll also look at a tarot spread, the motivation, the external factors, the internal factors, and the wisdom, things that are best for you to move forward in your life. And then we'll take a look at a couple of oracle cards at the end as we are drawn. Okay, let's start with the overall energies. The Wolf. That's a great card. Authenticity. Authenticity. It's such a good thing to be and a good thing to do. To truly be your authentic self in this life. So the number here is 17. The Wolf, authenticity. Okay, so I'm going to take a look here in the book. Discover who you really are by revealing your authenticity. This is always the best way. We all resonate. We all resonate a frequency. So if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. Okay, so some of what this card is talking about is being authentic even in a situation that feels difficult to you. So the mythos of Skadi, the plain-speaking North goddess of the mountains, wilderness, and the unknown, was a powerful huntress, a lover of snow, and a keeper of wolves. She lived in the profound silence of nature on the high plains and surrounded by her pack of wolves, which helped her hunt and protect her realm. So here she is with her wolves. Although independent and beautiful, she decided it was time to be married. She demanded from the other gods a husband as recompense for the unlawful death of her beloved father. She chose the god, it's spelled Njordr, Norsh, as her new husband. And as was customary, she moved to live in her new husband's house. He, however, was a sea god who lived on an island that was always noisy, with the mighty crashing of waves and the screeching of seabirds. All this constant and incessant noise was too much for her. She was used to the soft silence of snows and the howling of her wolves. When she spoke of her missing her true home and her desire to be more independent, she and her husband negotiated and agreed to try alternating homes every 9 days. Nord came to Skeki's mountain home, but found it to be cold and desolate of life, so white, so quiet and depressing. He felt isolated and missed his home too. So, when dividing their time between the two homes, it didn't work out because they decided to live apart but stay married. Skatki then returned to her mountains, where she hunted from her skis with her cherished wolves, and she would visit her husband and he her when they desired to see each other. I'll have to say, I actually have friends that did that. They were different enough that, she had her place and he had his place. And so they've eventually come together, but for a long time they lived that way. Wolves feature in the mythos of almost all human societies that encountered them, which highlight their charisma and importance. For example, Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus, who cared for, suckled by she-wolf Fenrir. The great Norse wolf heralded Ragnarok, the end of the world, and the Celtic Morrigan kept wolves. So there really are a lot of wolves in a lot of the mythos. So it also says, call upon the magic of the wolf when you wish to be all you can be in the fullness of your authenticity. While you do not have to be alone, being confident to live your life on your own terms very much embodies the energy of wolves. Wolf energy is also highly protective, and you can call upon it in workings where you feel fearful or wish for a protective ally. So wolves are very protective for you, and they also will help you protect your authenticity. So, you're going to have a certain level of independence when you really know who you are. So it doesn't mean you don't have those close connections, but it means that at the same time, you always stay with who you are. So Cancer, when you are kind of the house and the sign that has to do with home and hearth, we can see where, make sure that you are not, sacrificing yourself and who you are so much that you are, avoiding who you really are as a person. So I hope that message of the wolf is beneficial for you. Okay. So, Father of Swords, Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and Six of Wands. And the underline of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So you have 333 as a number. So take a look at that number on Google, 333, and see what kind of meaning it has for you, Cancer. Okay, so your motivation is to get out there and be the person that you're intended to be. Kind of have a little bit more of that, like this authenticity, who you really are, standing for you, who you are. The King of Swords is authentic. He does know his authentic self. Now, the thing in the external is hurting is the hurt and the pain. Some of you have lost a loved one. Some of you have lost a home. What you love most in some way has been hurt. And so that hurt is hampering you right now from really accepting and be able to have this authenticity in your life. And so the internal factors, again, you know, this is like coming together. The 3 is coming together in celebration. So, and then the wisdom is going to benefit you has to do with success and victory. And so I see this as there's this conflict inside of you. And I think what it is that you're climbing this mountain and you're not doing it alone. And you have to maintain, you know, this sense of who you are in order to be able to do that in a successful manner. And the thing that's getting in your way is this heartbreak that you're having, Cancer. And so, you know, as you have this heartbreak and sorrow, this kind of overshadowing the other things that you have in your life right now. And that's fine if you are going through grief and loss in any way, you know, whether it's losing of a loved one, of a job, of a home, you know, whatever relationships that you have, you know, dealing with that loss is going to kind of overshadow things. But look to the people who can help you in this situation. So both of these cards are, you know, your friends and your colleagues really helping you get to this point of victory and freedom in your life. So I feel like I want to ask for a little bit more guidance for you. So now is the time to really be, you know, embracing your emotions and growing in your understanding of your own heart. So listen to your heart, listen to your authentic self to help you further things in your life right now. And the underneath is the star. So, you know, whatever you're dealing with, you know, the healing is here, the hope, the healing is coming to you in your life. Okay, let's take a look at a card for you from the animal deck. Oh, the wolf again. Turning knowledge into wisdom. So again, this connection to the authentic self, to the wolf energy. So all of you Cancers need to spend time understanding the wolf, understanding wolf energy. Spend time reading on the internet and, you know, on the web and in your home. Understand more about the wolf and what is happening for you. Okay. So that's cool. You got the wolf twice. All right, let's take a look at the wellness deck. We are all working toward the same goal, joy. So in this efforts toward authenticity, you're working towards joy. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working toward the same ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working. So that makes me think of being your authentic self, doing it in different ways. You know, these two gods, God and Goddess, you know, they enjoyed their lives the way it was. You know, he enjoyed being at sea, the ruckus of the waves and the birds, and living on that island, and he thoroughly enjoyed that. You know, and she enjoyed the quiet of the snow and of the wolves and of her hunting. And that she truly enjoyed and brought joy. So we each have our own path, but within that path, the joy is what we are seeking. We are growing in our hearts and in our lives. Thank you for coming to the reading, Cancer. I hope it was a real blessing for you, and I'll see you next month.